guess what? There's a great event coming to the Central Terminal May 25th, 26th, and 27th, because it's a lot of events, actually. It's the first annual Para Horror Convention, and a slew of celebrity guests are going to be attending and waiting to meet you. So here to tell us more are the organizers. We have John Cressito here. We have got Jet Yesko here, and we've got Ryan Willard. Guys, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
This is going to be very cool, because I'm into this stuff. Just got to tell you right now. And you're at the perfect place, Central Terminal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a better place.
What a better place. Now, you have been accompanying the Ghost Hunters when they were here. You're pretty sure that the Central Terminal has some spirit activity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
absolutely.
Yeah?
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
We've had experiences there. And in fact, just recently, I won't mention names, but a reputable board member on the Central Terminal Restoration Corporation was in the gift shop of the terminal and saw someone walking by the window in front of the gift shop. It was him and one other person in there. And he didn't believe in this stuff before, and he ran out there to see who was there, and there was no one there. So,
you can't explain it.
You can't explain that.
You know, and we have a lot of viewers who will say, things have happened to us, can't explain. So I think if you just have an open mind,
right,
you know, it's the best way to go into this kind of thing.
And I think, honestly, it's part of the excitement and the fun of the whole genre, the whole field of the paranormal, that you can explain it. Keep the open mind. You'll be surprised what you do see, what you do feel, what you do have happen.
Okay, now this is a 3-day event, so Jet, tell us what's happening.
Well, we're starting off on Friday night. We're going to do a ghost hunt at the Central Terminal.
Oh.
Yep. And then Saturday is the actual convention part, where we're going to have tons of celebrities and paranormal, everything that has to do with horror genre and paranormal.
Right, a lot of people have been in horror movies. You know, some of your favorites will be there.
Well, one of our a big name is Tyler Mane. He was the new Michael Myers guy in the Rob Zombie films, and he was also Sabretooth in X-Men. He was in Troy with Brad Pitt. I mean, just to name a few. And then we've also got James Winburn, who was the original Michael Myers in the 1978 film.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And for all you Twilight fans, we have Leah Gibson, who was in Twilight Eclipse.
Nice.
She was the vampire Nettie.
Ooh.
And she was also in movies like The Watchmen and Rise from the Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
so
nice.
we got some pretty big name stars coming in for this.
And then after Saturday, you're going to be doing what?
Well, again, then Saturday night, we have another ghost hunt, a VIP ghost hunt, which is limited to 30 tickets. So you have like 30 people in there in a 500,000 square foot building. You can go wherever you want and investigate. And then Sunday, we're doing candlelight tours. We did those at Halloween, and they sold out immediately. So what we do is we have hour-long tours, and we take you through the concourse and then up on the floors in the office rooms, the Fidelity apartment, and all the other areas that had some paranormal activity. So we take you on like a candlelight tour. So. And
you know what's great about this, everybody? The funds that they're going to raise go to the Central Terminal. So, you know, I mean, it's a kind of a win-win situation. You know?
Absolutely. I mean, the Central Terminal is a historical landmark here in Buffalo, and, you know, we got to do our best to try and, you know, put some money back into it and keep it going, you know.
Why do we think that it's got spirit activity?
I mean, if you think of the timeline that the Central Terminal existed, the millions of people that came through the doors, you know, they went various places throughout the country via train, all the different lives that were touched by the building, that scenario itself plays a part that a lot of residual energy could actually still be lingering there from all the people that came in and out of that place for 50 years and better.
Now, guys, for you to do this, you have to have a passion for it, and the three of you do. So, John, do you believe in spirit activity and ghosts?
When I first started doing this, I was more along the lines of not so much believing this stuff was actually real, like a lot of other people believed it was, but now doing it for so long and the things that I've seen with these guys and the places that we've been, I would say 110% yes.
What about you, Jet? Any experiences personally?
Well, I've kind of always been that type of person, like even when I was a kid, if I saw like a magic show, I wasn't so, you know, amazed by that. I want to know how.
Yeah.
And then I've just had weird kind of things happen that, you know, happens to a lot of people, and it's just why did this happen? And the biggest thing is when we did the ghost hunt with the Ghost Hunters.
Yes, with Jason and Grant, who we love.
We had just a crazy experience with them that kind of just blew my mind, and so I just want to find out more about it, you know.
How about you, Ryan?
Yeah, in fact, just 2 weekends ago, we were in Gettysburg.
Oh, I've always wanted to go to Gettysburg.
It's a great place, and it is probably one of the most haunted places in the country. And we were in a location called the Children's Orphanage, and they used to, unfortunately, lock the children up in the basement. And the lady that ran the orphanage did this. And we were doing an EVP session, which stands for Electronic Voice Phenomenon. We have our recorders set up. We're asking questions, and hopefully we get responses that are taped on the recorders. Well, we're asking questions like, why would you lock the kids down here? And I asked, Did you do it to punish them? There were 6 of us down there. We all heard a female voice say yes. With our ears.
I heard it out loud.
Yeah, heard it out loud, and we're like, who said yes? And we just couldn't believe what we just heard. And we have it on the recorders and everything. It was an amazing
And how do you,
experience.
again, how do you explain that? You know, it kind of makes the hair on your back look
Oh
a
yeah,
little bit,
true,
you know?
definitely.
But you know, now when people get to go on your ghost hunts, will you have the tools like that so people can listen for EVPs and things like that we see in the shows?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people that come on our ghost hunts, they have their own equipment. They'll bring their EMF detectors. They'll bring their digital voice recorders. They'll bring their flashlights. They'll bring all their stuff. But we do also have equipment if people don't have that kind of stuff with them, or we'll pair them up with people that do have that stuff.
Amazing.
So we really hold these events for experienced paranormal investigators, and then people that are just getting started or want to just have this experience that they see.
Yeah, didn't you guys work on that penitentiary investigation as well? Which one is that, in
Eastern
Pennsylvania?
State.
Yes, Eastern State.
Yes.
In
Oh,
Philadelphia.
What a spooky
Yes.
place that is.
You're telling
Wow.
us.
What was that
You're locked
like?
in there.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I mean, obviously it's abandoned now, but the infrastructure is pretty solid. It's basically the same way that it was since it's been built. It's still stood the test of time. It is really creepy being in there like 2, 3 in the morning when you're locked in cells and it's pitch dark, and it's just, it's absolutely surreal being in any location like that, especially when you stop and think about the history behind it. And of course, having, you know, spirit activity, that helps to kind of get the creepy, spooky factor up.
Yeah.
So. But it was an awesome time. We love that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
great
You know,
place.
it's amazing. Why do you think everything peaks usually around 3 a.m.? That's usually the time
Yeah.
when you want to be, you know, having all your equipment on and ready to
Sure.
listen.
Well, that's what they say, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I think spirit activity can happen anytime. In fact, I think it's probably more active during the day. I mean, think about it. We're up and we're
Sure.
around. It's the middle of the day. Usually, when at nighttime people are sleeping, maybe in the afterlife, that's almost the same thing. I think they use the night as almost, it keeps the distractions away.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't have the shadows, you don't
Right.
have the noise,
Yeah.
so that's why you do it more
Concentrate
at
more.
night. But honestly, I think there's probably more activity captured during the day. We just don't realize it.
Right. Well, here it is, everybody. You're going to be with so many other people who are like-minded. You can share your experiences. You're going to meet the celebrities on Saturday. If you want to, you can sign up for a ghost tour and a ghost hunt. How much fun is this?
It's incredible.
This is going to be great.
It's gonna be a
can't
great
wait.
weekend.
And it's going to be 3 days, right? It starts on the 25th, it's the 26th, and it's the 27th.
Correct. The event's happening all 3 days.
So we want everybody to listen. You got to go because you know we don't get opportunities like this that often.
Right.
When we see a Jason and a Grant come into town, not everybody can join them. Well, here you can go and you can have your own experience. It's the first annual Para Horror Convention. Okay. Now get this: pre-sale tickets are only $15. You cannot beat that. And the sale at the door only $20. And again, it goes back to the Buffalo Central Terminal. So, you know, like I said, it's all good. But do go ahead and try to get your tickets. Get them early. How do we get tickets, guys?
You can go to parahorror.com.
Parahorror.com, okay. And you can go through there?
They're also available at Queen City Bookstore
Okay.
on Main Street in Buffalo as well.
Okay, great.
And our website, Beyond Ghosts.
BeyondGhost.com?
Yes.
Okay, BeyondGhost.com. And you guys will all be there.
We will.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fun. And who knows how many in the spirit world will be attending?
That's the exciting part. Absolutely.
We just don't know.
forward.
But listen, everybody, you're going to miss it if you don't go. So if you have a fan who's a real para horror fan who watches all the shows like I do, Ghost Adventures and everything else, you can't miss this. Beyond Ghost Para Horror first annual convention at the Buffalo Central Terminal, and maybe second or third annual after this. Let's see how successful it becomes, right?
Fingers crossed.
Okay, all right, that'd be great. All right, everybody, get your tickets. Don't tell them, that I didn't tell you to go, because I highly recommend this. It's going to be a good time.